Welcome to Winona Christian School softball. Technical difficulties, we finally get live. All game is in the all tied up one apiece between the Lady Stars and the Lady Founders of Indianola Academy. At that is the left fielder, number 6 fielder, Rebecca, facing the Indianola Academy pitcher, Grace Koga.
Keep your head on the ball here. Come on, take the place. You got it.
One on center fielder under. Second half.
Good hit, bud.
First inning. The first baseman, number 7. Welcome back to Winona Christian School softball as we get in the top half of the second inning. The batter is number 7, the first baseman, Allie Rawls. She steps in to face Koger. The next pitch from Koger to Rawls is popped up. The left fielder and the catcher make a run for it, but the ball falls to the turf. So Rawls will come back to the plate to face Koger with 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Score all tied at 1 apiece. Rawls steps in with a ball and 2 strikes with 2 down. Next pitch from Koger to Rawls. Misses low and inside for ball 2. 2-2 to count to Lady Stars first baseman Allie Rawls. 2-2 delivery to Rawls. Swung on, hit into right center field. This will get down. Rawls will round first. As the center fielder gets the ball in, the Addison Rambo gets the ball back in. Allie Rawls on over at first base with 2 down. That brings the third baseman Terry Kane to the plate. She'll step in to face Emma Grace Koger here in the top of the second inning. First pitch to Kane is low for ball 1. Next pitch to Kane is on the way, swung on. It's hit in foul territory down the first base side for strike 1. Terry Kane comes back to step in to face Emma Grace Koger here in the top of the second with 2 down. Runner on first base in the form of Allie Rawls. Next pitch to Kane. It's upstairs for ball 2. 2-1 to count on the Lady Stars third baseman Terry Kane. 2-1 to Kane. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs with a runner down at first being Allie Rawls. Next pitch to Kane got her on the elbow, so she'll be on hit by pitch. That'll move Rawls down to second. Runners at first and second. That brings the right fielder, number 13, Jolie Beckwith, to the plate. First pitch to her, swung on and fouled off to the right side and out of play for strike one. Runners at first and second. The next pitch to Beckwith, downstairs for ball one. Evened it up with a ball and a strike with 2 outs. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and 2 on for the Lady Stars here in the top of the second inning. This game was originally scheduled for earlier in the season, but rained out because of Ida. So Beckwith is hit by a pitch, so that'll load them up for the Stars and brings the Lady Stars leadoff hitter, Lenny Kate Wood, to the plate with the bases loaded with 2 down. This game was originally scheduled for 1 o'clock this afternoon in Indianola, but it's been moved to the Winona Recreation Park. So we're playing at the Winona Recreation Park, Indianola being the home team. First pitch to Wood is low and outside for ball one. 2 outs with the bases loaded for the Lady Stars shortstop, number 2, Lenny Kate Wood. Next pitch to Wood, swung on, popped it up behind second baseman. Second baseman's over and makes the grab for the 3rd out. That'll do it for the top of the second. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second inning after these messages.
There are banks in communities, and then there are community banks. Since 1904, the Bank of Kilmichael has earned a reputation for friendly and courteous service, local decision-making, and just plain knowing how to take care of our customers. With locations in Kilmichael, Winona, Eupora, and Matheson, let us earn your business at the Bank of Kilmichael. We're open on Saturdays until noon as well. Good luck, Winona Stars, from everyone at the Bank of Kilmichael. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Visit the newly remodeled Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse in Vaden. Their all-you-can-eat buffet is now being served cafeteria style and still features all of your favorites, including your tantalizing catfish, smoked ribs, and chicken, and your favorite sides. And they have live music on their back porch most weekends. You'll never leave hungry at Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse on Highway 35 in Vaden. They're open Thursday through Saturday evening.
Guy's now has both live and cooked crawfish. Call for their prices.
Welcome back to Winona Christian School Lady Stars fast pitch softball between the Lady Stars and the Lady Colonels from Indianola Academy. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Leading it off for the Lady Colonels will be number 6, the first baseman, Gracie Sly. For the Lady Colonels, we're all tied at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Sly is a swinging strike. Next pitch from Rawls to Sly is in the turf for ball one, evened up at a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike count to the Gracie Sly, the leadoff hitter for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch from Rawls, inside for ball 2. Sly digs in to face Rawls. Next pitch swung on, foul down the first base line, evening it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Sly's leading it off in the bottom of the second inning for the Lady Colonels. Sarah Beth Rawls on the mound for the Lady Stars this afternoon. She delivers her 2-2 to Sly. It's in the dirt, but swung on and missed for strike 3. The first out. Now to bring the catcher, number 21, the center fielder, number 21, Addison Rambo to the plate to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the second inning. Rambo digs in. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Rambo's awaiting the 0-1 delivery from Sarah Beth Rawls. It's on the way. Catches the outside corner for a call, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to the Lady Colonels center fielder, Addison Rambo. Next pitch to Rambo, outside for ball 1. Except count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch to Rambo from Rawls is on the way. This is a little bit outside. Even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Scores all tied at 1 apiece. Two delivery from Rawls to Rambo. Rambo was upstairs but swung on and missed for strike 3. Rawls got Rambo to chase that one up and out of the zone. And that'll bring the pitcher, number 28, Emma Grace Koger, to the plate with 2 down. 2-8 on 2-8. Sarah Beth Rawls, number 28, pitching to the Lady Colonels, pitcher number 28. Koger's dug in, awaiting the pitch from Rawls. It swung on. And she fouls it off the plate for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to the Lady Colonels pitcher, number 28, Emma Grace Koger. Pitch from Sarah Beth Rawls is on the way. Change up misses low and outside for ball 1, evened up at a ball and a strike. One the count to the Lady Colonels pitcher, number 28, Emma Grace Koger. Next pitch from Rawls. Outside, high and outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. 1 down, 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch swung on. This one will be hit into right field. It'll get down in front of Jolie Beckles. She gets it up, gets it into second base, but Koger will be on down at first base, and that'll bring the left fielder, number 3, Presley Bradshaw, to the plate for the Lady Colonels with 1 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Bradshaw digs in, awaiting her first pitch from Sarah Beth Rawls. It's on the way. Misses low and inside for ball 1. Bradshaw digs back in, awaiting the 1-0 offering from Rawls. Same pitch, low and inside for ball 2. Lady Stars pitch caller will like to have a word with Sarah Beth Rawls. She's out having a word with her. We're in the bottom of the second inning with 2 down. The Lady Colonels left fielder Presley Bradshaw at the plate. And have 1 on in the form of Emma Grace Coger down at first base. We're tied at 1 apiece. 2 balls, no strikes. The count. 2-0 from Rawls to Bradshaw. Misses low for ball 3. 3-0 the count to Bradshaw. Rawls' 3-0 delivery to Bradshaw. And there for a call, strike 1. Bradshaw was taking all the way. Three-1 the count to the Lady Colonels left fielder Presley Bradshaw. 3-1 delivery from Rawls. Catches the lowest outside corner of the plate for strike 2 to even it up at 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs with 1 on. Emma Grace Coger down at first base for the Lady Colonels. Bradshaw digs in, awaiting the 3-2 delivery from Sarah Beth Rawls. It's on the way. It's swung on and missed for strike 3. So that'll do it for the 2 after 2 complete. We're tied at 1 apiece.
The Bank of Winona was founded in 1885 and is the oldest financial institution serving Montgomery and Carroll County. The bank has been locally owned and operated since its founding. Bank of Winona provides a wide array of services to both businesses and individuals. Bank of Winona, where a strong handshake and good character still matter. Good luck to the Winona Christian Stars from everyone at Bank of Winona.
Welcome back to Lady Star Softball, being brought to you on a Fuller Digital Solutions production as we get set for the top half of the 3rd inning. Leading it off for the Lady Stars will be the catcher, number 15, Kayla Brooke Barnes. Take this opportunity to thank our pregame sponsor. Didn't get to see much of it today. Was Montgomery County Chancery Clerk Ryan Wood. Due to technical difficulties, we was unable to get his ad up at the beginning, but we appreciate his sponsorship to allow us to bring you these softball broadcast. Top half of the 3rd inning. First pitch to Barnes. Somehow another falls in there for calls, strike 1. Next pitch to Barnes is swung on. Fouled back and out of play for strike 2. So Barnes is behind Coger. 0-2 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Barnes digs in, awaiting the 0-2 from Coger. Swung on, hit toward the shortstop, Lovelace. She comes up over to first in time for the first out here in the top of the 3rd inning. That brings the second baseman, number 19, Allie Leach. Leach reached base back in the first and come around to score. The Lady Stars run in the 1st inning. She steps in to face Coger here in the 3rd. First pitch to her, swung on, hit into center field. Didn't get past the center fielder all the way to the fence. Leach is around first, headed to second. She makes her turn at second, don't stop, headed to third. The throw comes in. Leach slides in ahead of the throw. So Leach with a leadoff, with a triple here, not a leadoff, but a triple here in the top of the third inning. As she hit it to center fielder. Center fielder let it get by her. Leach was able to come all the way around to third base. Now to bring the pitcher, number 28, Sarah Beth Ross, to the plate with one on. And no outs here in the, one out here in the top of the third inning. First pitch to Ross, swung on. This will be fouled over to the right side and out of plate. Ross digs in, awaiting the pitch from Koger. It's on the way. It's way upstairs for ball one. Even things up with a ball and a strike to the Lady Stars pitcher, number 28, Sarah Beth Ross. Koger gets the pitch from the dugout. Sets and comes forward. Swung on by Ross. Foul back to the fence for strike two. Runner down at third base for the Lady Stars is the second baseman, Allie Leach. One ball, two strikes to the Lady Stars pitcher, Sarah Beth Ross. The next pitch from Koger is upstairs. Rawls was able to lay off of that one as she wanted to go around, but was able to hold off, even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. The 2-2 to Rawls. Inside, swung on. She got fouled. Got a little bit of that one to foul it off. We get set to do the 2-2 again from Koger to Rawls. Rawls set, waiting the 2-2 from Koger. Misses downstairs to bring the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. The runner down at third base is Allie Leach. Next pitch to Rawls, swung on, popped up on the infield, and it'll fall as the second baseman, Allie Snell, come in and it come off the edge of her glove, and they try to get Leach, try to throw in behind Leach over at third. Ball gets away. Leach comes in to score, and after the Lady Colonels throw the ball around a little bit, let it get away from them, Sarah Beth Rawls ends up over at third base as Rawls took second on the throw in behind Leach at third, got away from her. So when they threw home to try to get Leach, Rawls took third. Well, they tried to throw in behind her over at second, and the ball got away. Two pitches to Miranda McDaniel, been balls. So 2-0 the count. 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Lady Stars have plated 1 here in the top of the third. Next pitch to McDaniel catches the inside corner for a call, strike 1. Katie Kendall Ware is in to run for Sarah Beth Rawls down at third. Next pitch to McDaniel. Swung on, line down the third base line. That will allow Ware to come in to score the second run of the inning. McDaniel will end up down at second, and she turned on that one and pulled it down the third base line past the third baseman. So McDaniel will be on down at second. Number 6, Hillary Beckwith, the Lady Stars left fielder, will be at the plate with one on and one out here in the top of the third inning. McDaniel, the runner, down at second. First pitch to Beckwith is upstairs for ball 1. Lady Stars extend their lead 3-1 here over the Lady Colonels in the top of the third inning. Next pitch to Beckwith, swung on, popped up on the infield. The Lovelace is under it, and she'll let it hit in her glove and drop to the turf. So Beckwith will be on down at first base. So it'll be 2 on and 1 out for the Lady Stars. First baseman, number 7, Allie Rawls. Runner at first and second with 1 out. As the Lady Stars first baseman, Allie Rawls, digs in to face Emma Grace Coker here in the third inning. First pitch swung on, hit softly down the third base line, and throw will not be in time as Rawls beat that one out. Runners moved up. That loaded it up for the Stars. That is the third baseman, number 5, Terry Kane, will step in with 1 out and bases loaded here in the top of the third inning. Lady Stars already scored a pair here in the top of the third as the Indianola coach asked for a timeout. So he wants to go out and have a word with his pitcher, Emma Grace Coker.
Are you tired of looking at the same 4 walls? Is your bathroom still decorated in that green 70s color? Let Homefront Home Improvement help you update your home. They have a wide variety of paint colors to choose from, along with a full line of building materials for the contractor or the weekend warrior. They have all your lawn care needs as well. If they don't have what you need, they'll be happy to order it for you. Homefront Home Improvement, Applegate Street, Winona.
Welcome back to Lady Stars Fast Pitch Softball, being brought to you on a Fuller Digital Solutions production as the Lady Stars third baseman, Terry Kane, steps in to face Emma Grace Coker here with 1 down and bases loaded in the top of the third inning. Next pitch to Kane, swung on, is bunted right out in front of the plate. And that's as good a play as you'd want to see right there, as Miranda McDaniel was off and running on the play, on the pitch. And Kane, the excellent bunt right out in front of the plate. And McDaniel come in to score. Beckwith moved over to third, Allie Rawls down to second, and Kane on over at first. Makes it 4-0, Lady Stars, and brings the right fielder, number 13, Jolie Beckwith, to the plate to face Emma Grace Coker here in the top of the third inning. Lady Stars lead 4-1. First pitch to Beckwith, swung on, hit to the first baseman. She'll catch it, and then she catches Terry Kane off of the base, so she double Kane off. And that gets back to the top of the order, the shortstop. Excuse me, that was the third out. That'll do it for the Lady Stars in the top of the third. They'll make the score 4-1.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
The Bank of Winona was founded in 1885 and is the oldest financial institution serving Montgomery and Carroll County. The bank has been locally owned and operated since its founding. Bank of Winona provides a wide array of services to both businesses and individuals. Bank of Winona, where a strong handshake and good character still matter. Good luck to the Winona Christian Stars from everyone at Bank of Winona.
Welcome back to Winona Christian School. Lady Stars fast pitch softball. We get set for the bottom of the third inning. Leading it off for the Lady Colonels will be the shortstop number 10, Leighton Lovelace. Lovelace reached base back in the first, come around to score for the Lady Colonels. Run back in the first. She steps in to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Lovelace is fouled off of the plate for strike one. Rawls gets set to deliver the 0-1 to Lovelace. The pitch is on the way. Misses downstairs for ball one, even it up at a ball and a strike. We're in the bottom half of the third inning. This game was originally supposed to be in the Indianola, but I'm assuming due to field conditions it had to be moved back to Winona. But Indianola is the home team. Next pitch, Lovelace swung on, hit foul down the third base line for strike two. Makes the count a ball and two strikes. No outs as Lovelace leads it off here in the bottom of the third. Next pitch to Lovelace. Misses downstairs for ball two. 2-2 to count to the Lady Colonels shortstop, Leighton Lovelace. Rawls gets set. Next pitch to Lovelace is upstairs. Bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. No outs. Lovelace leading it off here in the bottom of the third. The 3-2 delivery from Rawls stays downstairs for ball 4. So Lovelace on down at first base for the Lady Colonels. Now to bring the second baseman, number 2, Allie Snell, to the plate for the Lady Colonels. First pitch to Snell is in there for a call. Strike one. Lovelace down at first base, reached on a walk to lead it off for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the third inning. Next pitch to Snell is on the way. Swung on, hit right off the end of the glove of Allie Rawls over at first. Jolie Beckwith throws it into third as Lovelace goes sliding in ahead of the throw. And Snell is on over at first. So Lady Colonels have a runner in scoring position as their catcher, number 15, Julia Daves, comes to the plate. Two on and no outs for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom half of the third inning as they trail the Lady Stars 4-1. First pitch to Daves is outside for ball one. And Snell moves down to second. So runners at second and third as the Lady Colonels catcher, number 15, Julia Davis, steps in ahead of Sarah Beth Rawls. 1 ball and no strikes here in the bottom of the third inning. The 1-0 from Rawls. Swung on. This one's hit right down the first base line. It gets down. And that'll bring a pair of runs in to score, as Lovelace and Snail both come round to score, and Dave ends up down at second base. Makes it a 4-3 Lady Stars lead. So Lady Colonels have scored 2 here in the bottom half of the third inning to make it a 4-3 Lady Stars lead, and that'll bring the right fielder number 1, Meadow Smith, to the plate for the Lady Colonels. Put a runner in for Daves down at second, unable to pick up her number. But number 1, Smith, steps in. The right fielder steps in to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the third. No outs. 1 on. Lady Colonels have scored a pair so far. First pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. Next, 1-0 from Rawls to Smith. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So even it up to the ball and a strike. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Rawls comes set with her 1-1 delivery to Smith. On the way, swung on, fouled off to the right side. Makes the count in the ball and 2 strikes. Still no outs here in the bottom of the third. Rawls' 1-2 delivery is swung on, hit toward Allie Rawls down at first. She picks it up, steps on the bag ahead of Smith for the first out. That'll bring the third baseman, number 4, Caitlin Smith, to the plate with 1 out and runner down at third base. Courtesy runner in for Julia Davis. It's number 4, Caitlin Smith, the Lady Colonel's third baseman, digs in to face Sarah Beth Rawls. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Caitlin Smith steps back in, awaiting her 1-0 delivery from Sarah Beth Rawls. Is on the way. This is downstairs, gets away from Barnes, but not far enough for the runner down at third base to come to the plate. 2 balls and no strikes to count on the Lady Colonel's third baseman, Caitlin Smith. She steps back in to face Sarah Beth Rawls. Next pitch from Rawls, swung on, hit out towards second baseman. Leach comes up with it over to first in time for the second out, but the runner down at third is able to come in to score to tie it up. That'll bring the first baseman, number 6, Gracie Sly, to the plate, as the Lady Colonels have tied it up here in the bottom of the third inning at 4 apiece. Sly will step in to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the third. First pitch swinging foul off of to the right side for strike 1. Next pitch to Sly. Is in there for a call. Strike two. Sly behind Rawls. 0-2 with 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 0-2 from Rawls in the dirt, swung on and fouled down the 3rd base line. Sly will step back in, awaiting the 0-2 delivery from Rawls with 2 down. Next pitch from Rawls stays downstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. One, 2 from Rawls to Sly. It's on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So that'll do it for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the 3rd, but not before they score 3 runs to tie it up at 4 apiece. We'll be back with the 4th inning after these messages. It's hot out here.
Visit the newly remodeled Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse in Vaden. Their all-you-can-eat buffet is now being served cafeteria style and still features all of your favorites, including your tantalizing catfish, smoked ribs, and chicken, and your favorite sides. And they have live music on their back porch most weekends. You'll never leave hungry at Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse on Highway 35 in Vaden. They're open Thursday through Saturday evening.
Guys now has both live and cooked crawfish. Call for their prices.
Welcome back to Winona Christian School Lady Stars Fast Pitch Softball as we get set for the top of the 4th inning, tied at 4 apiece. These softball games are being brought to you on a Fuller Digital Solutions production, made possible by our sponsors you're hearing throughout the broadcast, and also our pregame sponsor, Montgomery County Chancery Clerk Ryan Wood. Leading it off for the top of the 4th for the Lady Stars will be their shortstop, number 2, Lenny Kate Wood. She steps in. First pitch swung on, lifted into left field. Left fielder's under it, and she'll make the grab for the first out. That'll bring the catcher, number 15, Kayla Brooke Barnes, to the plate to face Emma Grace Koger here in the top of the 4th. Barnes steps in, awaiting her pitch from Koger. Swings and fouls it. Backing out of play for strike 1. We're in the 4th inning, tied at 4 apiece between the Lady Stars and the Lady Colonels. Next pitch to Barnes. Stays outside for ball 1. Even it up at a ball and a strike. One to count to the Lady Stars catcher, number 15, Kayla Brooke Barnes. Next pitch hit into center field. The center fielder is under it and makes the grab for the second out. So they bring the second baseman, number 19, Allie Leach, to the plate. Leach reached base twice, once in the 1st and once in the 3rd. Come around to score both times. So she'll step in to face Emma Grace Koger with 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch swung on, never get by the 3rd baseman as Leach will hold up down at first. He's actually playing here at Winona Rec Park on the turf infield, and that one took a bounce right at the third baseman, Caitlin Smith. She let it get by her. Leach is on down at first base with 2 down. And that brings the pitcher, number 28, Sarah Beth Rawls, to the plate to face Emma Grace Coker. First pitch to Rawls. Swung on, hit right back up the middle into center field. Center fielder lets it get by her. Leach rounds second, headed to third. She rounds third, headed to the plate. Leach will come in to score. Sarah Beth Rawls will be on down at third base. Rawls lined that one right back up the middle. It got past the center fielder, went all the way to the fence. Allowed Leach to score from first base. And once again, number 18, Katie Kendall Ware, will be in to run for Sarah Beth Rawls down at third. That'll bring the catcher, the center fielder, number 27, Miranda McDaniel, to the plate. She steps in to face Emma Grace Coger. First pitch stays outside for ball 1. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Next pitch to McDaniel is on the way. Called strike 1, even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch to McDaniel, swung on and missed for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, 1 on here in the top of the 4th inning. Coger's pitch to McDaniel. Stays outside, even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 on here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch from Coger. Swung on, fouled, back and out of play. McDaniel, the Lady Stars center fielder. The 2-2 from Coger to McDaniel. Swung on. She fouls this one off to the right side. Katie Kendall Ware, the runner down at third base for the Lady Stars. She's on to courtesy runner for Sarah Beth Rawls. McDaniel got a piece of that one to foul it. Just enough of it to stay alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coger comes set. The 2-2 to McDaniel is in there for a call, strike 3. So McDaniel goes down looking to end it here in the top of the 4th, but not before the Lady Stars played a run to take a 5-4 lead. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 4th after these messages.
The Bank of Winona was founded in 1885 and is the oldest financial institution serving Montgomery and Carroll County. The bank has been locally owned and operated since its founding. Bank of Winona provides a wide array of services to both businesses and individuals. Bank of Winona, where a strong handshake and good character still matter. Good luck to the Winona Christian Stars from everyone at Bank of Winona.
Welcome back to Lady Star Softball. We get set for the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading it off for the Lady Colonels will be their center fielder, number 21, Addison Rambo. She'll lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth. Steps in to face the Lady Stars right-hander, number 28, Sarah Beth Rawls. Rambo's set and ready. Our first pitch from Rawls, up there for a call, strike one. Bottom of the fourth inning just underway. The Lady Stars lead it by a score of 5-4 over the Lady Colonels. Next pitch to Rambo, swung on and missed for strike two. Rawls way ahead of Rambo here in the bottom of the fourth, 0-2, with nobody out. Rambo set awaiting the 0-2 from Rawls. It's on the way. Swung on. She gets a piece of it to foul it off. I think my help may melt away over here. As Rambo awaits the 0-2 from Sarah Beth Rawls here to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. Next pitch to Rambo is on the way. You wanted to swing at that one. Everybody but the umpire thought it was a strike, but it was a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Rawls is 1-2 to Rambo. Swung on and missed for strike 3. For the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings the pitcher, number 28, Emma Grace Koger, to the plate to face number 28, Sarah Beth Rawls for the Lady Stars. 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Lady Stars lead it 5-4.
Right side, be ready.
First pitch to Koger. And there for a call, strike 1. Oh, 1 to count to the Lady Colonels pitcher, Emma Grace Koger. Next pitch from Rawls. Misses downstairs for ball 1. Evened up 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 from Rawls to Koger is on the way. Stays downstairs for ball 2. 2-1 to count to the Lady Colonels pitcher, number 28, Emma Grace Koger. Rawls is 2-1 delivery. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 2-2 to count. 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Lady Colonel's left fielder, number 3, Presley Bradshaw, would be next. Next pitch, swung on. She gets a piece of it, fouls it off of the plate, back to the fence. Two the count to the Lady Colonel's pitcher, Emma Grace Koger, here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Lady Stars lead 5-4. Next pitch from Rawls. This is outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. The 3-2 delivery from Rawls to Koger. This is inside for ball 4. So Koger on down at first base. That brings the left fielder, number 3, Presley Bradshaw, to the plate. The left fielder, number 3, Presley Bradshaw, steps in to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out and 1 on. Lady Stars lead 5-4. First pitch to Bradshaw is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch to Bradshaw, swung on, fouled off to the right side. So Bradshaw behind 0-2 to Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lady Stars holding a 5-4 lead. They scored 1 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 4th. Lady Colonels have scored 1 in the 1st and 3 in the 3rd. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. The second out. That gets the Lady Colonels back to the top of their order. To the shortstop, number 10, Leighton Lovelace. As the Indianola coach asked for timeout to have a word with the field umpire. He's already asked the home plate umpire, could he have the same courtesy runner for his pitcher and his catcher? He told him he couldn't, but he went out and asked the field umpire. So they will have a courtesy runner for the Lady Colonels pitcher down at first base. As the Lady Colonels shortstop, Leighton Lovelace, steps in to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the 4th inning with 2 outs. Runner down at first base for the Lady Colonels. First pitch to Lovelace. Misses low and inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch to Lovelace upstairs for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 down, 1 on here in the bottom of the 4th for the Lady Colonels. They trail the Lady Stars 5-4 here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch to Lovelace, swung on. She fouls it off of the plate for strike 1. Two 1 the count to Lady Colonel shortstop Leighton Lovelace. Next pitch from Rawls is on the way, swung on. She fouls this one off the plate once again, even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 1 on here in the bottom of the 4th. Rawls' 2-2 delivery to Lovelace is on the way. Swung on. She pops it down toward first. It gets by. Gets past Allie Rawls. And Allie Leach comes over. Neither one of them able to get the play, but not in time to get Lovelace. So Lovelace is on down at first. The runner, courtesy runner for Emma Grace Coker, is down at second. That brings the second baseman, number 2, Allie Snell, to the plate. Snell digs in to face Rawls. First pitch to Snell is called strike 1. 2 on and 2 outs. And the second baseman, number 2, Allie Snell, at the plate for the Lady Colonels. Next pitch from Rawls is low for ball 1, evened up at a ball and a strike. 1-1 to count to Allie Snell, the second baseman for the Lady Colonels. This pitch swung on, a little dribbler toward the third base, and Kane comes up, throws it over to first in time for the third out. So Snell grounds out for the third out. That'll do it for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the 4th. As the Lady Stars lead 5-4.
Are you tired of looking at the same 4 walls? Is your bathroom still decorated in that green 70s color? Let Homefront Home Improvement help you update your home. They have a wide variety of paint colors to choose from, along with a full line of building materials for the contractor or the weekend warrior. They have all your lawn care needs as well. If they don't have what you need, they'll be happy to order it for you. Homefront Home Improvement, Applegate Street, Winona.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Visit the newly remodeled Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse in Vaden. Their all-you-can-eat buffet is now being served cafeteria style and still features all of your favorites, including your tantalizing catfish, smoked ribs, and chicken, and your favorite sides. And they have live music on their back porch most weekends. You'll never leave hungry at Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse on Highway 35 in Vaden. They're open Thursday through Saturday evening.
Guys now has both live and cooked crawfish. Call for their prices.
Welcome back to Lady Stars Fast Pitch Softball, being brought to you on a Fuller Digital Solutions production as the Lady Stars lead the Lady Colonels 5-4. Leading off for the Lady Stars here in the top of the 5th is the left fielder, number 6, Hillary Beckwith. First pitch to Beckwith is a ball. Next pitch from Coger, swung on and fouled off to the right side for strike 1. 1-1 to count. Beckwith leading it off for the Lady Stars here in the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch stays high and away for ball 2. 2-1 to count to the Lady Stars left fielder, Hillary Beckwith. Pitch from Coger stays upstairs for ball 3. 3-1 to count on the Lady Stars leadoff, number 6, left fielder, Hillary Beckwith. Coger's 3-1 to Beckwith is on the way. Stays downstairs for ball 4, so Beckwith will lead off walk here in the top of the 5th. That brings the first baseman, number 7, Allie Rawls, to the plate. Rawls steps in with 1 on and no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch swung on, hit toward in the hole between first and second base. Beckwith round second, headed to third. And Rawls moves down to second. So 2 on with no outs. It brings the third baseman, number 5, Terry Kane, to the plate for the Lady Stars. Rawls hit that one between first and second. Beckwith off and running, was able to go all the way to third base. Rawls took second on the throw over to third. First pitch to Kane. She squares to bunt. She fouls it off for strike 1. Kane had an excellent bunt back in the third to score a run with the bases loaded. Kane steps in, awaiting the 0-1 from Coker. It's on the way. It's inside, even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. One to count to the Lady Stars third baseman Terry Kane. Next pitch to Kane. This is outside for ball 2. 2 on and no outs. They're in the top of the 5th. Next pitch to Kane. Upstairs, but swung on and missed for strike 2. Even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. No outs. And 2 on. Pitch to Kane. She gets a piece of that one, fouls it back to stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Kane is on the way. Misses downstairs. Bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Lady Stars lead it by a score of 5-4. Next pitch to Kane. Misses downstairs. It'll get away from the catcher as Kane gets the walk, but Hillary Beckwith comes sliding in to score the Lady Stars' 6th run. Kane off and running on her base on balls. Went all the way down to second base. So the Lady Stars have runners at second and third with no outs. Brings the right fielder, number 13, Jolie Beckwith, to the plate to face Emma Grace Coger here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Beckwith, swung on, hit into right field. It'll be off the right fielder's glove. Allie Rawls will come in to score, as Beckwith will be on down at first, and Terry Kane will move over to third. It gets the Lady Stars back to the top of the order. The shortstop, number 2, Lenny Kate Wood. With 2 on, no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Wood. She tries to slap bunt it. As they have Kane hung up, but they throwed it over the third baseman's head. Kane come in to score, and Jolie Beckwith moves all the way over to third. So Wood squared to bunt. Missed it, and they throwed it. Going to throw it down to second base, but the shortstop cut it off. Had Terry Kane hung out to dry, but when she throwed it back to third, behind Kane, it got over the third baseman's head. Kane come around to score. Beckwith moved around to third, and next pitch to Lenny Kate Wood is a low strike 2. 0-2 to count to the Lady Stars shortstop, number 2, Lenny Kate Wood. No outs here in the top of the 5th. Next pitch to Wood. Stays upstairs for ball 1. Jolie Beckwith, the runner down at third base for the Lady Stars. Lady Stars already scored 3 here in the top of the 5th. take an 8-4 lead. Next pitch to Wood. Swung on, hit past the shortstop. That'll bring Beckwith in to score. Wood will stop down at first. Still no outs. Lady Stars have plated 4 here in the top of the 5th, and that brings the catcher, number 15, Caleb Brooke Varnes, to the plate. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. 1 on. First pitch from Koger to Barnes. Upstairs. Ball 1. Next pitch to Barnes from Koger. This is outside. Gets past Davis, the catcher. Wood moves down to second. Two balls and no strikes, the count on the Lady Stars catcher, Caleb Brooke Barnes. Lenny Cake Wood, the runner, down at second. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. The 2-0 to Barnes is on the way. Gets us the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Lady Stars lead it by a score of 9-4. They've played it 4 here in the 5th. Next pitch to Barnes. Swung on. Popped up. In shallow right field. It'll get down in front of the right fielder. Wood will move over to third. Barnes will be on down at first. And that gets the second baseman, number 19, Allie Leach, to the plate with nobody out and 2 on. Runners on the corners for the Lady Stars. First pitch to Leach. Barnes takes off. They throw it. Throw is cut off by, tried to be cut off by Snell as they attempted to throw down. Hit Snell off the leg, goes into left field, allows Wood to come in to score. Barnes moves over to third. So runners at third, nobody out. Pitch was a ball to Allie Leach here in the top of the 5th. Next pitch to Leach from Koger's. This is high and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch to Leach. This is upstairs for ball 3. 3-0 to count. Lady Stars second baseman, Allie Leach. Caleb Brooke Barnes, the runner, down at third base for the Lady Stars. 3-0 delivery to Leach. Misses for ball 4. So Leach reaches down at first. As the Indianola coach can question the home plate umpire on his balls and strikes. But nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning as the Lady Stars have 2 on. Already scored 5 here in the top of the 5th to take a 10-4 lead. Conversation at the plate is over with, and that'll bring the Lady Stars pitcher, number 28, Sarah Beth Rawls, to the plate with 2 on. Runners on the corners. Barnes over at third. And Leach down at first. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Rawls from Koger. Swung on, hit past the third baseman into left field. That'll bring Barnes in to score. As Rawls turned on that one and ripped it into left field. Leach moved down to second. Makes the Lady Stars lead 11 8-4. That brings the center fielder, number 27, Miranda McDaniel, to the plate. First pitch to McDaniel. Misses downstairs for ball one. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Next pitch to McDaniel. She hits it toward third. Third baseman will beat Leach to the bag for the first out. Miranda McDaniel will be on down at first. And Katie Kendall-Ware in to run for Sarah Beth Rawls will be down at second. So one out. That brings the left fielder, Hillary Beckwith, to the plate. Beckwith led it off here in the fifth for the Lady Stars. She takes the first pitch, strike. The 0-1 from Koger to Beckwith. Swung on, ripped hard, foul down the third base line. She's behind Koger, 0-2 here in the top of the fifth inning. Beckwith awaits the 0-2 from Koger. It's on the way, misses upstairs for ball one. One down here in the top of the fifth for the Lady Stars. Still 2 on, runners at first and second. Next pitch to Beckwith, misses upstairs, even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Katie Kendall-Ware down at second, and Miranda McDaniel over at first. Next pitch from Koger to Beckwith. She fouls it back into the fence. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch to Beckwith is upstairs, but swung on and missed for strike 3 for the second out here in the top of the fifth inning. That brings the Lady Stars first baseman, number 7, Allie Rawls, to the plate with 2 down, 2 on. First pitch to Rawls, low and outside for ball one. Next pitch to Rawls, swung on. She hits it foul down the first base line, even it up at a ball and a strike. 2 down here in the top of the fifth. Well, 2 on. Miranda McDaniel over at first. Katie Kendall-Ware out at second. Next pitch to Rawls, low and outside. Lady Star runners move up. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count on the Lady Stars first baseman, Allie Rawls. Runners move up to second and third with 2 down. Next pitch to Rawls is on the way. Swung on. She hits it foul right at Coach Remmons down in the third base coaching box. Two to count to the Lady Stars first baseman, Allie Rawls. Next pitch to Rawls. Swung on. She hits it toward the second baseman, Snell. She comes up with it. Throws it over to first in time for the third out. So that'll do it for 5.5. Lady Stars score 6 to extend their lead to 11-4. We'll be back with the bottom of the fifth after these messages.
There are banks in communities, and then there are community banks. Since 1904, the Bank of Kilmichael has earned a reputation for friendly and courteous service, local decision-making, and just plain knowing how to take care of our customers. With locations in Kilmichael, Winona, Eupora, and Matheson, let us earn your business at the Bank of Kilmichael. We're open on Saturdays until noon as well. Good luck, Winona Stars, from everyone at the Bank of Kilmichael. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Are you tired of looking at the same four walls? Is your bathroom still decorated in that green 70s color? Let Homefront Home Improvement help you update your home. They have a wide variety of paint colors to choose from, along with a full line of building materials for the contractor or the weekend warrior. They have all your lawn care needs as well. If they don't have what you need, they'll be happy to order it for you. Homefront Home Improvement, Applegate Street, Winona.
Welcome back to Winona Christian School. Fast pitch softball as we get set for the bottom of the fifth inning. Lady Stars lead it 11-4 after 4.5 over the Lady Colonels from Indianola. Leading it off for the Lady Colonels will be their catcher, number 15, Julia Davis. She'll step in to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Again, I'd like to thank our pregame sponsor, Montgomery County Chancery Clerk Ryan Wood. Due to some technical difficulties, unable to get his ad up at the beginning of the ball game, but I'll give him special thanks for supporting Winona Christian School Athletics, along with all our other sponsors are here and throughout the broadcast. First pitch to Daves, stays downstairs for ball one. Pitch from Rawls to Davis, and down the middle for a call. Strike one, even things up at a ball and a strike. Due up for the Lady Colonels will be Smith and Smith after Davis. Meadow Smith, the right fielder, and Caitlin Smith, the third baseman. Next pitch from Rawls to Davis. Must have missed a little outside for ball two. 2-1 to count. Two-1 to count to the Lady Colonels catcher, number 15, Julia Davis. This pitch swung off, fouled over to the first base dugout. Even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to count as Davis is the leadoff batter for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Pitch to Davis, swung on. She pops it up, and they come back and out of play. Next pitch from Rawls to Davis. Davis thought she had her, but it stayed downstairs for ball 3, evened it up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lady Stars were originally scheduled to travel to Indianola today to play this ball game, but when they're unable to. Next pitch swung on, hit foul down the third base line. So the ball game was moved to the Winona Recreation Park. Been a chance of rain all day, but there was a good chance of sunshine now as it's beaming down here at the ballpark. Davis steps back in, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes with no outs. Davis leading it off here in the bottom of the fifth for the Lady Colonels. 3-2 from Rawls, swung on, she hits it towards second baseman. Leach playing deep, throws it over the head of Allie Rawls, so Davis will be on down at first base as Leach was playing over toward the first base. She had to go back toward second to make the play. Made a great backhand stop, but come up and throwed it high to Rawls to allow Davis to reach over at first. The courtesy runner for Davis is 0-0 for the Lady Colonels. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 1, Meadow Smith. First pitch to Smith is in there for a call, strike 1. Oh, 1 the count to Meadow Smith, the Lady Colonel's right fielder. Smith squares to bunt. She offers at it for strike 2. The throw in behind the runner down at first, but she gets back in safely. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch from Rawls to Smith. Misses downstairs for ball 1. Meadow Smith steps back in, awaiting her 1-2 delivery from Sarah Beth Rawls. Rawls' delivery is on the way. Swung on, hit toward Leach over at second. It comes off of her glove. She's unable to field it smoothly. It allows Meadow Smith to reach, so 2 on, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That brings up the third baseman, number 4, Caitlin Smith. No outs, so 2 on here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Lady Stars lead it 11-4. Lady Colonels make a substitution. They put in number 11 for number 1, Meadow Smith. As number 4, Caitlin Smith steps in to face Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom half of the 5th inning with no outs and 2 on. First pitch to Smith. It's right down the middle for calls. Strike 1. Smith steps back in, awaiting the 0-1 from Sarah Beth Rawls. Rawls' pitch is on the way. Swung on. Rawls twisted her ankle when she made that pitch. Rawls twisted her ankle when she pushed off to make the pitch. And Smith hit it right back out in front of the plate. Kayla Brooke Varnes was able to get up from her catching position and make the throw down to first in time for the first out. Checking on Rawls as when she pushed to come to the plate. I think she twisted her, or maybe it's her plant foot. She twisted it, and she was trying to make the play but couldn't get to her feet. And Barnes was able to come up and make the play down at first in time for the first out. So the courtesy runners move up to second and third. So they'll give number 1, Brantley Stanford, a few pitches to warm up. So while Stanford warms up, we'll hear a word from our sponsors.
Visit the newly remodeled Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse in Vaden. Their all-you-can-eat buffet is now being served cafeteria style and still features all of your favorites, including your tantalizing catfish, smoked ribs, and chicken, and your favorite sides. And they have live music on their back porch most weekends. You'll never leave hungry at Guy's Catfish and Steakhouse on Highway 35 in Vaden. They're open Thursday through Saturday evening.
Guys now has both live and cooked crawfish. Call for their prices.
Welcome back to Winona Christian School Lady Stars fast pitch softball. Brantley Stanford has come in to pitch for Sarah Beth Rawls here in the bottom of the fifth with 1 out, 2 on. And the batter for the Lady Colonels is the first baseman, number 6, Gracie Sly. Stanford getting her face mask adjusted. She gets ready to toe the rubber to face Sly here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Lady Stars lead it 11-4. Sly steps in to face Stanford here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch. This is low and inside for ball 1. Sly, the first baseman for the Lady Colonels. Next pitch swung on, fouled in front of the Lady Colonels dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike to count with 1 down and 2 on here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The 1-1 from Stanford stays downstairs for ball 2. Stanford's 2-1 delivery to Sly, swung on and fouled. Off the plate to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and 2 on. Runners at second and third for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Stars lead 11-4. Sly steps back in. Stanford 2-2 delivery, swung on, hit foul down the first base line. Stanford gets the pitch from the coach over in the third base dugout. And much pitch is swung on and fouled right back at us. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sly steps back in to face Stanford. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 down. Runners at second and third. Stanford's pitch is upstairs. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the count to the Lady Colonels first baseman, Gracie Sly. Stanford's 3-2 delivery. Swung on and miss for strike 3. That brings the center fielder, number 21, Addison Rambo, to the plate for the Lady Colonels with 2 down and 2 on. Rambo steps in to face Stanford here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 on and 2 outs. There's a pitch from Stanford. Misses inside to Rambo. Stanford's 1-0 delivery to Rambo was on the way. Misses inside for ball 2. Stanford's 2-0 delivery. Catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 2 down and 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch to Rambo. Swung on, fouled off to the right side. Out of play. Even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Stanford come back after falling behind 2-0 to Rambo to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down and 2 on in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2-2 from Stanford. Catches the outside corner for a call. Strike 3. So Rambo goes down looking. That'll do it. For after 5 complete, the Lady Stars lead it by a score of 11-4. We'll be back with the 6th after a word from our sponsors.
There are banks in communities, and then there are community banks. Since 1904, the Bank of Kilmichael has earned a reputation for friendly and courteous service, local decision-making, and just plain knowing how to take care of our customers. With locations in Kilmichael, Winona, Eupora, and Matheson, let us earn your business at the Bank of Kilmichael. We're open on Saturdays until noon as well. Good luck, Winona Stars, from everyone at the Bank of Kilmichael. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Are you tired of looking at the same 4 walls? Is your bathroom still decorated in that green 70s color? Let Homefront Home Improvement help you update your home. They have a wide variety of paint colors to choose from, along with a full line of building materials for the contractor or the weekend warrior. They have all your lawn care needs as well. If they don't have what you need, they'll be happy to order it for you. Homefront Home Improvement, Applegate Street, Winona.
Welcome back to Winona Christian School fast pitch softball. The Lady Colonels have made some defensive changes. Number 1, Meadow Smith is now pitching. Number 2, Allie Snell is now catching. I think that is number 15, Davis. Julia Davis is now playing first base. Lovelace still at short. Smith still at third. Can't pick up the number out at second. But leading it off for the Lady Stars here in the top of the 6th inning will be the third baseman, number 5, Terry Kane. Kane steps in to face Smith here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch swung on and fouled out of play for strike 1. Lady Stars lead it 11-4 here in the top of the 6th. Kane digs in, awaiting her 0-1 from Meadow Smith. Stays upstairs to even things up at a ball and a strike. Next pitch to Kane. Swung on, hit right back up the middle, right over second base into center field. So Kane will be on down at first. That'll bring the right fielder, number 13, Jolie Beckwith, to the plate. To face Meadow Smith here in the top half of the 6th inning. First pitch to Beckwith stays upstairs for ball 1. Next pitch to Beckwith, swung on and missed. for strike one. Leave things up at a ball and a strike with no outs. Runner down at first, Terry Kane. Next pitch to Beckwith, swung on, lifted into center field. This one to get over the center fielder's head. Kane rounding second, headed to third. Beckwith will be standing up on second. Jolie Beckwith standing up at second base. So Terry Kane went all the way around to third. Beckwith at second, no outs. And that gets the Stars back to the top of their order with the shortstop, number 2, Lenny Kate Wood. Wood digs in to face Smith here in the top of the 6th with 2 on and no outs. First pitch to Wood. Called strike one. Smith 0-1 to Wood. Swung on. Hit past the second baseman. And brings Kane in to score. Beckwith follows her. So this Lady Stars have scored 2 here in the top of the 6th. And Lenny Kate Wood is on down at first base. That brings the catcher, number 15, Kayla Brooke Barnes, to the plate. Playing second for the Lady Colonels is 00. I apologize, I don't have a name for that young lady. Barnes digs in, first pitch swinging and hit toward the second baseman. She comes up with it, throws it over to Davis at first in time for the first out. Wood moves down to second on the play. That'll bring the second baseman, number 19, Allie Leach, to the plate. Leach digs in. Wood down at second with 1 down. First pitch to Leach, swung on, popped up on the infield. Lovelace is under it, and nobody will make the play. Wood takes off to third. Leach goes down to second. Wood down at third. Leach down at second. And that'll bring the pitcher, number 1, Brantley Stanford, to the plate to face Meadow Smith. Here in the top of the 6th, first pitch to Stanford, swung on, fouled off and out of play for strike one. Stanford digs in, the 0-1 from Smith, catches the inside corner for a call, strike 2. 1 down with 2 on. Lady Stars have scored 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Stanford behind Smith, 0-2. Next pitch swung on. She gets a piece of it, files it straight back into the fence. Stay alive at no balls and 2 strikes. Stanford digs in, awaiting the 0-2. Swung on. She gets a piece of this one once again to stay alive. To the count on the Lady Stars pitcher, number 1, Brantley Stanford. Meta Smith comes set. Next pitch catches the inside corner, the low inside corner for a call, strike 3 for the second out. That'll bring the center fielder, number 27, Miranda McDaniel, to the plate. You'd like to see the Lady Stars get another one of these runs in here in the top of the 6th inning. McDaniel digs in to face Smith. First pitch swung on and fouled over in front of the first base dugout for strike 1. McDaniel steps back in to face Smith here in the top of the 6th inning. The 0-1 delivery right down the middle for a call, strike 2. McDaniel behind Smith, 0-2 here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch is on the way, swung on. She'll file this one back and out of play. Next pitch to McDaniel way upstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on the Lady Stars center fielder, number 27, Miranda McDaniel. Meadow Smith pitch to McDaniel, swung on, hit into right field. Right fielder misplays it. It'll get by her. 2 runs come in to score. Lenny Kate Wood and Allie Leach come in to score. McDaniel ends up over at third base. That ball was tailing toward the right field line. The right fielder overrun it. It got by her, so she had to retreat to get it. So that'll bring the left fielder, number 6, Hillary Beckwith, to the plate. Lady Stars lead by a score of 15-4. Beckwith hits the first pitch to it. Swung, hits in front of the right fielder, brings McDaniel in to score. So Hillary Beckwith on down at first. That'll bring the first baseman, number 7, Allie Rawls, to the plate with 2 down. Here in the top half of the 6th inning, Lady Stars extend their lead 16-4. Rawls digs in, waiting the pitch from Smith. First pitch swung on, hit toward the third baseman. Smith comes up with it, throws it down to second. It's off the second baseman's glove. Hillary Beckwith moves over to third. Rawls on over at first. So runners on the corners for the Lady Stars. Brings the third baseman, Terry Kane, to the plate. She got it started back in the top of the inning. So the Lady Stars have batted around for the second time this afternoon. Batted around in the 5th. Done likewise here in the 6th. Terry Kane steps in. First pitch to Kane, right down the middle for a call. Strike 1. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch to Kane, swung on. She hits it toward Lovelace. Lovelace comes in, makes the play for the 3rd out. That'll do it for the Lady Stars in the top of the 6th. But they score 5 to extend their lead to 16-4. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 6th inning after another word from our sponsors.
There are banks in communities, and then there are community banks. Since 1904, the Bank of Kilmichael has earned a reputation for friendly and courteous service, local decision-making, and just plain knowing how to take care of our customers. With locations in Kilmichael, Winona, Eupora, and Matheson, let us earn your business at the Bank of Kilmichael. We're open on Saturdays until noon as well. Good luck, Winona Stars, from everyone at the Bank of Kilmichael. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Winona Christian School Lady Stars Fast Pitch Softball. Leading it off for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the 6th inning is Arrington, number 12. First pitch from Stanford to Arrington, upstairs for ball 1. Next pitch from Stanford to Arrington. Hits his inside corner for a call. Strike 1, even things up at a ball and a strike here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch to Arrington. Swung on. She fouls this one off of her left leg. for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the batter, Arrington, for the Lady Colonels. Next pitch from Stanford. Stays upstairs, even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two the count. No outs as Arrington's leading it off for the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch. This is inside. Ball 3 brings the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 delivery from Stanford. Swung on. Fouled out of play. Stanford's 3-2 delivery from Arrington is in there for a call. Strike 3. So Arrington goes down looking. That should bring another substitution. Number 9, Ledbetter, to the plate for the Lady Colonels. She steps in to face Brantley Stanford here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 down. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Lady Stars lead by a score of 16-4 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch is right down the middle for a call, strike 1. Even it up at a ball and a strike to Ledbetter for the Lady Colonels. Stanford, the pitcher, and on to replace Sarah Beth Rawls in the 5th. Next pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two on the count. Stanford sets to deliver her 2-1 to Ledbetter. Swung on, foul down the first base line, evened it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch from Stanford stays upstairs, bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down. Ledbetter, the batter for the Lady Colonels. The pitch from Stanford misses inside for ball 4. So Ledbetter on down at first base. Gets the I've gotten off somewhere as Snell is the batter, so they missed the batter somewhere. Snell is now the batter. First pitch to Snell is called strike 1. Next pitch rolls in, gets away from the catcher, so Ledbetter moved down to second. Even it up at a ball on a strike with 1 down. Next pitch swung on, fouled off by Snell for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, 1 on. Ledbetter, the runner down at second base for the Lady Colonels as they trail those Lady Stars 16-4. In the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out. Next pitch to Snell. Misses down for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Next pitch from Stanford This is upstairs. Bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Stanford to Snell. Swung on, lifted into center field. Miranda McDaniel makes the grab for the second out. That should bring Julia Daves, the Lady Colonels first baseman, to the plate with 2 down and 1 on here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. First pitch misses low and inside for ball 1. Stanford comes set. The pitch to Davis, swung on and fouled back and out of play. For strike 1, even things up with 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs and 1 on. For the Lady Colonels here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch to Davis. Oh, it's in there for a call. Strike 2. A little change-up pitch had Davis fooled all the way. She thought it was going to stay up. It fell in there for a call. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes and 2 outs. A 1-2 from Stanford to Davis. Stays downstairs, even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner on second here in the bottom of the 6th for the Lady Colonels. Next pitch to Davis. Upstairs, swung on, popped up. And Kayla Brooke Barnes makes the play behind the plate to end the ball game, get the 3rd out here in the 6th inning. So the Lady Stars are victorious over the Lady Colonels by a score of 16-4. As the Lady Stars scored 1 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 6 in the 5th, and 5 in the 6th. Lady Colonels scored 1 in the 1st and 3 in the 3rd. So end up with a score of 16-4. Lady Stars victorious over the Lady Colonels. Once again, I'd like to thank our pregame sponsor, Montgomery County Chancery Clerk Ryan Wood, also our other sponsors you heard throughout the broadcast for making these broadcasts available to you on the Fuller Digital Solutions production. So for Lynn Shambly and my assistant, Stephanie Shambly, this afternoon, wishing you a good afternoon from Winona Recreational Park and Winona Christian School Lady Stars Fast Pitch Softball.